Hey Taurus, this is Tara, and welcome to your June 2016 Psychic Tarot Forecast. And I want to thank you guys so much for joining me. I'm going to start off I'm going to do a 4-card spread for you plus a Romantic Angel card. But I want to start this off with a little bit of a conversation, talking about a little bit of conversation I had before I started doing these readings today, these YouTube readings. And this is about God and who is your God? Who is your source? Now, this is very, very personal, but I was asked that question, interestingly enough, today by someone, and was also asked last Friday by a mother-daughter who I was doing readings for. So this has come up, and not trying to be too personal, and that I'm not trying to be spiritual or religious in any shape, form, or fashion. This is very personal. But, sometimes when we meditate or we walk outside and we listen to the birds and we watch nature, or we just pet on our dog or our cat or whoever feels close to us, that to me feels like a wonderful source right there. To me, God is a source as love, compassion, creativity. And so, again, not trying to be too personal, but I would, love it if you put in the comments below, or if you wanted to email me. And, now we're in this 2 millennium, and this 2 millennium is all about people really finding their strength in their spirit. Everything we need to know is already inside of us, is how I feel. And it's great to have a support group or a church you go to, or whoever you connect with, because I think it's great to talk about. I have a lot of like-minded friends, a whole lot, and I think it's great to have that. I do feel like that we are big on our source in what we have. So I guess, I'm not really trying to preach here today, but I am wanting to open people up. Maybe this is why this is coming up for me. I'm wanting people to open up about knowing that you have everything, and maybe not depending so much on others, especially in relationships that aren't going well, and something like that you feel like you need to be your own self. So I'm just saying that this is a topic in which can be very difficult and challenging for some people to talk about, but I'm trying to make it lighter and easier, and just feel like, who is your spirit side? Whose path do you walk on? Okay, so just a food for thought. And if you want to put some comments below, again, not trying to be into your own personal business, spiritual or religious. I'm just kind of wondering, since we're in this shift, and we're on this new path of learning who we're about. We're in this play called life, but we're spirits on the inside, and our spirit lives on and on forever. So just thought I'd throw that out there at the beginning of the reading. It's been top of mind for me, so there you go. All right, I'm going to draw 4 cards from the Hanson Roberts deck, and then one from the Doreen Virtue Oracle, Romance Oracle Angel deck about romance. Okay, so let's see what's up for Taurus for the month of June. All right, wow, 4 cards. Don't you love it when they come up just like they're supposed to? Okay. All right, so let's turn these over. Okay, interesting. All right, well, the first card that comes up, Taurus, is the 10 of Swords. And the 10 is the finality. The 10 is the finality of a relationship, or a love relationship, or a partnership. Sometimes it can feel like a little bit of a violent end, and it doesn't mean that physical violent, but maybe painful in our physical body. So interesting. I just brought up relationship a little bit earlier when talking about who our source is, and really understanding who you are, and depending on yourself for love so that you can give others love. And so this card comes up, the 10 of Swords, where you may feel like you've been stabbed in the back, figuratively stabbed in the back, or you feel like there's just been a complete cutoff from someone, and it hurts. I can almost feel my chest and my heart hurting. So empathy goes out to you. After the 10 is, the ace. So there's brand new beginnings for you. So when one door closes or doors close, there's always more to come. Always, always, always. So I like to be positive and think on that track. In this particular card, it feels like some of you know that what I'm getting is some of you know that it's been coming, and that, I tell you what I'm noticing here are these two little, what look like balls. So it's like he was holding some feeling of this, I know that I can make this work, but as the resolution has passed, he's letting them fall out of his hand and say, okay, that's all right. I'm going to let this go and see if maybe something better can't work out for me. Okay, so let me know if any of that has gone on for you guys. It could be a project or a job too. Maybe this has been painful and you've just got let go, and it's like, ooh, wow, that was painful, but maybe it's for the best. I'm seeing a lot of that lately. People been with their jobs, and then all of a sudden they're cut. They're cut, and it's like, it's a shock at first, but a lot of people are starting to realize, well, maybe that's the best thing, so that I can move on to something that really suits me better. Okay. And then, okay, so the next card is interesting, another sword card. Here we go, Taurus. This is the Three of Swords. And the Three of Swords has to do with something, love, or something we love pulling at our heartstrings. So here we go. The 10 and the 3 are not that much different, although the 3 says that there can be new beginnings. The 3 is about communication, and so maybe it's possible that particular relationship that feels like it's been tugging at you so much, if there's more communication or more creative communication, then maybe that can be turned around, and you can see, and things will turn out differently for you. So because oftentimes the 3 does mean new beginnings. When I take a look at this card, it's interesting. When I look at the top, or the card of the forefront, it has a serpent around it. A lot of times serpent can be healing, believe it or not. There's some healing around this, and it also is the color green. So I do feel like that some of you that have been a little bit down about some things, that there is healing. And it also may mean too that if your circulatory system, or maybe you cardiovascular, whatever, take care of that area of your body. Take care of your whole body. If you're going through anything that's making you sad or disappointed, then take care of yourself. That's the first thing to do. Disentangle yourself from a situation enough to take care of yourself, so that you're there, you're present for you. So I always tell people, put yourself first in line. All right, so now we move on to a little bit more positive card. Sorry about that, you guys. That just came up. And if this doesn't apply to you, then this could be Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Rising sign. So if these don't resonate with you, watch your Moon and Rising sign as well. Okay? The next card is the Fool card. So this might be that you guys are ready to go on a new journey. You're ready to see new beginnings. You don't know really how things are going to work out. You really don't. But the great thing about the Fool card is he's full of naivete. He's full of adventure. He's full of life. He has a flower in his hand, and then he has a small little knapsack on his back. So the knapsack is moving very lightly towards a new position, a new relocation, taking things lightly. And again, not always, there's a feeling of naivete, and not always feeling totally responsible, or that feeling like you're burdened with responsibility. Because the Fool in traditional tarot is the first of the major arcana cards, and it's like a child that's getting ready to grow up and go through all of the great things and the challenging things of life. So a child doesn't really know what's going to happen in life. He's just there to be playful, to have fun. So that's what's coming up for me, for you guys, especially after these first two cards, is to be playful, have fun, enjoy, move through life with lightness and ease and grace. And I just feel like that you deserve it, for one, and that for the other, that this will help you move into an adventurous space where more opportunity come up for you in all areas of your life. Okay, and the last card of your 4-card spread is the Page of Rods. Well, this is, the pages are also considered teenagers, children, and I love that it's the Page of Rods, because this is, the rods present or represent opportunities. I have crystals in my lap, and one of them fell out. So the rods represent creative opportunities. This could be projects, this could be companies, this could be something new that you're doing, and you're hearing news about it, you're ready to move for it. There's new horizons. This is a very vocal person too that might be offering you an opportunity. I'm hearing a lot of talking, a lot of going back and forth and back, and this could be over states, it could be over countries that you're communicating with others for the opportunity. This feels really good for me, for you. This feels like a brand new opening. After the Fool card came up, and then the Page of Rods, it's almost like, yeah, I'm going on my merry way, but oh, wait a minute. This fantastic creative opportunity came up for me. When I take a look at this card, he's dressed for warmth, and he's dressed for cool. He has a medallion or a symbol around his, hanging from his neck, and so it represents the good things in life. It's made of gold. He's ready for more prosperity. He's ready for, he has the rod in his hand. It has a lotus on it. So he's ready for new things to blossom. And there's water. So this means that there's great emotion in this. There's a feeling of being satisfied, satisfaction in your move in life. So it feels like, there's a little bit of heartache or some loneliness or feeling like things are ending. But I do feel like that there can be, if there does feel like there's an ending or resolution, I do feel like there can be some communication to turn that around. The Fool card says, you know what, I'm going to be open and playful and go on my merry way. And then you're going to receive some good news for an activity that you're really going to enjoy. This doesn't always have to be work. This could be a really great activities, as like maybe you're joining a club, you're joining a yachting club, or you're joining a badminton, or you're going to exercise. But it's just something that you're ready to do. It's good for you. It's healthy for you, mentally, physically, and emotionally. So take that and go with it. All right. And I'm going to pull one now from the Romance Angel deck. And this one in particular right here wants to come out. All right. So this is romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Okay, Taurus. So the thing is, at the beginning of I was talking, of course, about some painful endings. So your feelings and who you are in all of this is definitely honored and acknowledged, or should be, because your feelings are true and real for you. So I encourage you to honor those. And as you do, then your romantic partner or your romantic soulmate, or however you think of them, twin flame, will be there for you. This is kind of like the law of attraction. Magnetically, you honor yourself, therefore others honor you. So give yourself that recovery time and that love time and that cuddling time, and value yourself. Okay, my dear friends, I want to thank you again for your time, for watching. You guys are honestly, if not my most watched, one of my most watched signs. The Taurians are. So I really am grateful to you for that. I love your comments. I love your subscribes. If you haven't subscribed, I encourage you to do so. That way you'll get these in your inbox every month. And I love that you all have sent me comments on in my email about what you want to see in these readings. And if you haven't done that, you can send me a comment to themagicalmatrix@gmail.com. And if you want a private personal reading, it's much more in depth. It's your questions. And maybe you have some questions about love, and let's take a look at that together. You can go on my website, www.taraventura.com, schedule a reading, or you can email me and just say, I'd like a reading. So either way is good. I wish you all well. I wish you happiness from my heart to your heart. Much love. See you soon. Be well.